Three.
Hi, my name's Frank Turner. I'm in Milwaukee at the Eagles Club and I'm here with Stage Right Secrets.
Alright, so our first question tonight is, in 1 year, your fans listened to about 180 hours of your music on Spotify. Do you have a favorite artist you could listen to for 180 hours?
There's a few artists I could listen to 180 hours of. I mean, Springsteen springs to mind. I'm a big fan, but probably the most obvious one, and I may actually have listened to 180 hours in the last year, of a band called the Weekerdans. They're a Canadian indie band. They're my favorite band.
Since you're always on the road, what is the first thing you do when you get home besides sleep? And since you play so many shows, what brings you up when you're having an off day?
The first thing I do when I get home from tour, other than go to sleep, is I have a bath. I live in an apartment in London that I'm very tall, and it's extremely rare for me to find a bath where I can get my knees and my shoulders underwater at the same time. And when I was looking around places to live in, I found this place and it had the bath, and I was like sold. So that's my first thing I do. When I'm having off days on tour, I mean, everyone in every line of work has off days, you know, and of course I have days where I'm kind of more or less motivated than others. I guess one of the things I do is just try and remind myself that I'm really lucky to do what I do. There's a lot of people, including a lot of friends of mine, who are as kind of talented as I am, if not more so, and who would give their teeth to do what I do, you know. So I think that's important. And other than that, I listen to records, really, for the most part. If I'm having a bad day, I'll probably listen to like some kind of pretty brutal, kind of hardcore type stuff. But I would listen to some like Agoraphobic Nosebleed or something. That cheer me right up.
So most artists don't perform their music live. You play your show completely live. Who else do you respect in the industry that still plays live?
Well, okay. It's a recent discovery for me. Maybe I'm completely naive, but this whole thing of playback that bands are doing these days, I didn't really know that people did that until quite recently, and I'm kind of quite morally outraged about it, because I guess, you know, obviously it depends what kind of music you're playing, and if you're the sort of electronic stuff is one thing, but like rock bands using playback, I'm going to state it now for the record, is fucking bullshit, and if you do that, you're not a real band. That's the end of that as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, it's just it just seems really fucking lame to me. Why would you do that? The point, I mean, what we're doing is rock and roll. It's live music. That's what people pay money to see. If I wanted to, I can put on my fucking MP3 player and watch a video screen in the comfort of my own home. Do you know what I mean? Like the point is you're playing it live. The moment of creation is reborn in front of you, and you try and connect with the people that you're playing shows to while you do it. You can't fucking do that with an MP3 player.
So we had fans tweet us questions, as I'm sure you saw.
I think I retweeted.
Yes. Yeah. One of them was, if you had to rename your band from the Sleeping Souls to something else, what would it be?
Well, the name of the band is the Sleeping Souls. It took quite a while to agree a band name. I mean, partly it was just, I kind of felt like it was their deal to come up with a name, though of course I wanted to have approval of it, but it's, you know, it's their kind of concern, as it were. I mean, I had a couple of suggestions back then. I wanted to call the band the 1970s, as in Frank Turner in the 1970s, because pretty much all the music I like came out in the 1970s. They objected to that. Well, because the other thing is they were all born in the 70s and I was born in the 80s, and they got pissy because that would let people know that. What else? There was a moment in time when we spent such a long time coming up with a band name that we had a joke band name that was Laser Child.
I like that.
Laser Child. But that didn't really take. I don't know, you know, I think, I always wanted to have a band called The Late Greats, but there was already a band called The Late Greats. But I think Frank Turner and The Late Greats would be pretty cool.
And then another one was, if you could have any of your songs in a movie or a TV show, what would it be?
I would have liked to have had a song on that TV show, Deadwood. That's like my favourite TV show. I'm not sure if my material is really appropriate to be on Deadwood, but it was a great show.